I'm Josh, and welcome back to A Blind Tasting, where today I'm talking about Rosemont Hall, an interesting little Asian restaurant in Prospect. Rosemont Hall has quite the history. Owned by a member of a family that's been operating restaurants in the area since 1978, Rosemont Hall itself first opened their doors in 2017 and actually splits into two separate restaurants. They closed for an extended period of time due to an unfortunate fire back in 2021.
Prospect locals are reeling after two iconic restaurants were destroyed in a $1 million fire overnight. It's devastating for the owners of Sunny's Shop and Mr. Chan, but the community has vowed to rally around them to help rebuild.
And reopened in 2023, bringing back the fantastic food and excellent service they'd been known for up until that point. In our review today, I'm going to talk about the customer service, quality of the food, and accessibility of Rosemont Hall, and give my overall thoughts at the end. So, let's get started with customer service. It was a fairly quiet night when I headed into Rosemont Hall back in March, and that's worth taking into account because while the staff were quite friendly and able to check in reasonably often, I'm not sure how they'd go on a busier night. My experience was very positive, but yours might not necessarily be the same. Still, friendly staff are always appreciated, and they were happy to answer any questions that I had. So I can't really give the customer service at Rosemont Hall anything less than 4 out of 5. Now the food, the reason we're all here. And as I mentioned, Rosemont Hall does split into two different restaurants, so you'll get a bit of a different menu depending on whether you're in Mr. Chan's or Sunny's. If I recall correctly, my booking was in the Mr. Chan side of the restaurant, which is a little bit more upmarket, and the food was absolutely to die for. The clear highlight for me was the braised beef cheeks, but I don't think you'll be disappointed with anything from the menu. Before the fire, I'd also eaten in the other side of the restaurant, and the food is just as good over there as well. So, with that in mind, I can't possibly give Rosemont Hall anything less than 5 out of 5 for their food. And now, let's talk about the accessibility side of things. A real struggle for me personally was the lighting in the Mr. Chan side. It was very dim. Quite difficult for me to make out much of anything. And unfortunately, they're going to lose points in that respect. I can say that the tables were quite well spread apart, so it was easy to navigate the space. And being a quieter evening, it was pretty easy to have a conversation and hear the person across the table or the serving staff. So those are points in their favour. Like I said though, I do have to knock a few points off for how poorly lit the interior space is. And I can't possibly give Rosemont Hall anything more than a 2 out of 5 in that regard. Overall, I think it is fantastic that Rosemont Hall have been able to rebuild after a pretty serious fire without sacrificing the things that made them stand out in the first place. Their food is as good as ever, their staff are still very friendly, and I can pretty much promise you'll have a great time if you visit them. For that reason, I'm happy to give Rosemont Hall a 4 out of 5 overall. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. A constructive comment is always appreciated. And if you want to stay in the loop with everything I'm doing here on A Blind Tasting, consider subscribing so you never miss future videos. Till next time, you'll see me but I won't see you.